Bonjour and comment ça va? Je suis Inez Simpson. That's about the extent of my French. It's pretty rusty. My Flemish is not so good neither, but my French is very rusty. So here I am in English, and I'm sure you'll get a translation. So I just want to say that I'm very excited about coming to Mons to teach Simpson protocol in French. Well, I won't be doing it in French, but I'll be doing it in English, and it'll be translated for you into French. Now, SP is for short for Simpson Protocol, which I created about way back, it's evolved since about 2005. So this is a system that is very holistic, meaning that it covers anything and everything. If you're used to working with a technique, I'm not saying that that's bad, it's all good. Everything we do in hypnosis is great. But we're not just doing a technique. We are doing something for that whole person. We start with building up their ego state. We start with making sure everything is, a ground foundation is built. You know, I use the adage of, the example of an earthquake-proof foundation is built and the house is on it. And when an earthquake comes, it shakes, moves around, and then it stops and it's still there. But if it has no earthquake foundation under it, it's a bunch of rubble. So we create their earthquake-proof foundation before we ever start the work. And from there we go into doing other facets. So we cover everything on body, mind, and spirit on every level. So some people say who aren't metaphysically inclined, they say, well, why would I do that with my client? Because your client may have different ideas than you. Plus, if they're not, I just ask them to be open to possibility. And if their mind doesn't need it or doesn't want it, it won't be in the session, and they'll just say no to those things. So because this is a totally questioning of what we call the superconscious mind. The superconscious mind is the part of us that knows everything, or is it Carl's Jung collective unconscious? Is it God, if you believe in God? Is it just your higher mind that has superhero powers? I don't know what it is, but it's the part of us that can do anything and everything. And just from there, that part's in charge. Their mind's in charge. So I just ask them to be open to possibility. All I do is ask questions. And it doesn't have to be a question they believe or not. So what's in it for you to take SP? One thing, you don't have to know what you're working on. If you talk about content-free, it's totally content-free. It's not content-free, it's not the right term. It's them having to tell you any content that's free. That's definitely not content-free. So there's no judgment of you that can get in the way. You don't have to make those major decisions of what will I do next and how am I going to do it. There's always totally done according to the person's mind. There is no mistakes to be made. Now, I know we never make mistakes. So, but takes that judgment out, makes it so much easier, and plus being a whole procedure for that client. You're not just working on their nail biting or whatever it would be. So, and we work with anything from very clinical to all the way to very, very spiritual. So I'm excited about doing this first French training in Belgium with the kind help of Ludovic. Now and Ludovic is a very good hypnotist. I was quite pleased with how good he was when he came and took the training from me in the UK, and we did a 4-day training there with the advanced training. But we're only doing the first part of this time. It's just the Simpson protocol. Now Ludovic will be doing the translating, as far as I know, and he's also already quite very adept at doing SP, so he's going to be great, and I'm really looking forward to it.